Well, hi, and thanks for coming by the Hoyt.tv. And I've got Evangeline with me again today.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
We haven't been around here for a couple of weeks, it seems like.
Yeah.
And so, tell us what changes are there that have taken place in the last little while
Okay.
in the mortgage world.
Yeah, two big things I think affecting everybody come to mind. The first one, obviously, interest rates. So we've finally now have seen that shift and adjustment of rates. And so everybody knows now rates are slated to increase. There had always been that buzz and that discussion about it, and the Fed took action now. So that's something that a lot of people are thinking about and keeping in mind of with the adjustment. What I qualify, let's say today, could be different than what I qualified for 6 months ago. And just that future planning. Do I need to wait? Should I go ahead and look at doing something now? What's your goals and what's your plan? So the overall rate and the forecast in that perspective. The other one, which I'm in love with right now, because I'm being able to save a deal with this new guideline, is that Fannie Mae adjusted. And basically when you own a home, if you're purchasing a home and that home is not closed escrow yet because you're going to sell it, we have to hit you with that mortgage payment because you still own it, right? And it's not like it's rented out, you have it listed for sale. Well, they made an adjustment to the guideline in that if that home is listed for sale, it's in contract, and your contingencies have been removed from the buyer saying, yes, I don't have any other reason in essence to back out, then we can avoid hitting you with that mortgage payment.
And when you mean hitting you in the qualification
in the
process,
qualifying on the new purchase for the debt to income ratios.
Huge difference.
So
because that's what's stopping everybody from
correct.
being able to buy before they sell.
Other cool thing about it is now this particular buyer is able to do an offer non-contingent.
Right.
And they had enough money as far as instead of doing the 20% that we'll have from over here, we'll do a lower down payment here.
Right.
And they could just do a principal reduction. We could do it at first and second. So it's a great way, especially because right now, I still feel like we're in that overall market of people that, and you see this more than I do, right? They have a house to sell. You're having these conversations.
Just so tight. There's just such a tight number of homes that are available. People are so afraid of my place. If we find a place that we love, we're not going to be able to buy it because it's going to be contingent. Yeah. But then if we sell the place first, we're probably going to have to go rent. And who loves to move, right?
Yeah. But even when you think of the last couple of transactions we just did and when we're closing today, all of them have been that domino effect.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, there's 2 or 3 of them in contingency. Yeah. It's hard to find people that can to start. I mean, it's really hard to find sellers that have the time and the options to take the risk of taking a contingent offer.
One of the cool things that you're always amazing at that you and I do together though as well is that seller that has a home, you get them in contact with me up front. We do the full underwrite, so when you're making that offer, you can do it with no loan contingencies. Right. It doesn't mean it wouldn't be contingent upon the home still selling, but they know that this is like cash. We're not going to have an issue with the loan.
And just by having your name on it, honestly, I mean, don't get your head too big, but just by having Evangeline's name on it, she's got such a great reputation, and people know that deal is done. And when I mean that loan has been underwritten, and so really all we need is an address and a title report, and we're off to go.
Yeah.
And an appraisal. Yeah. But I mean.
Yeah. So if your New Year's resolution was to buy a house,
absolutely,
give this guy a call or sell a house.
And the thing that I see about, so we've got 18 buyer leads, actual buyers since the first. That's crazy talk. Those are like July and August numbers. There's that many people that have jumped off the fence because the rates haven't changed that much, but they're going to.
Yeah.
And people are afraid what that's going to do. So if you've got a house to sell, oh my gosh, get that thing on the market before rates do go up. And affects
your ability to sell as well.
Right, it's an effect of the buyer's strength, and may have there's nothing out there right now. And I'm telling everybody that I know that was thinking about selling this spring, let's do it right now. Let's pull the trigger and take a listing this afternoon and one this weekend.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's just a remarkable lack of things for sale. So
Supply and demand.
Exactly. Yeah, it goes back to that, you know. Well, thanks for coming by.
Yeah,
And it's always
absolutely.
nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by again, and we'll talk to you next time. The best way to get a hold of me is 916-316-3810. You can text me there too, or fourth at the Hoyt Group, TheHoytGroup.com. Or how do we get a hold of you?
You can call or text to 916-496-0160. That's the best way.
That is awesome. Thanks for coming by. We'll see you.
Bye.